What it do, y'all?
Gang.
I'm Court.
I'm Mo.
And this is She Said,
The podcast.
Get it? So we're gonna just be discussing, I guess, just random topics that we hear about or like see different situations on social media. We discuss a lot of things with each other, and we kind of like feed off of each other, and we're like funny as fuck. So we just figured it would be cool to like record and share our opinions and have, you know, whatever viewers chime in, and let's have some discussions. It's like some weird stuff going on out here in 2023. Like
For
some of it
sure.
we don't understand. Like so.
Most of it we don't understand.
Yeah. So, Mo has all the topics. I don't know what the topic will be from show to show, so I'm just gonna let her surprise me each time.
All right. So
That's
today's topic is of course, like the podcast is mainly based on, I guess, relationships and things, marriages,
Just said that.
dating.
Yeah.
Just
It's mainly like relationship stuff.
right,
Yeah.
like stuff that's really going on in
Yeah.
2023. It's a lot. It's a lot going on out here. But today's topic is cheating. So,
What about it? What about cheating?
Well-
I mean, we know cheating is not okay. So, like, what?
well, mainly like one, why people cheat. Two, can you love someone and actually cheat? Is that a thing, or is it like, because most people today feel like, okay, if you're cheating, you clearly don't love the person. And it's not true. Hate to burst your bubble, but it's not true. So,
That's your opinion that it's not true.
well, right. Well, what's yours?
I mean, I feel like you can love somebody and cheat. I agree with her. I was just making it clear that that's her opinion, because I've had conversations with people, and I feel like this is like, it's mainly women who feel this way. I'm sure there are men that feel this way as well, but I feel like majority of people who feel like there's no possible way you can love me and cheat, those people are majority women. And I just feel like that's preposterous. Like, what, one doesn't have anything to do with the other. Like, you can absolutely love someone and cheat. Like, some people are just impulsive and like are not thinking in that moment.
Some people are just cheaters.
Some people are just cheaters.
Let's not forget
Right.
that one.
Some people are just cheaters.
Some people just cheat
Yeah.
because it's kind of like waking up and brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
At this point,
Like, some
you
people-
got some people who
That's just what they do.
that's
Yeah.
just what they do. And
Yeah.
it literally has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
But
Those people may not love you, though. Those people may not even know what love is. I don't know about those people.
no,
But
no, cause I feel like, okay, if they are just cheaters, they're just cheaters. It literally has nothing to do with what's really going on in their regular, real day-to-day life. Like, some people just have to cheat.
right.
But I don't think that deters them away from actually catching feelings or really caring for someone.
If their mind is always somewhere else, like, when do you?
It don't
When are you
necessarily.
falling in love and getting into this one
But-
person? Like,
It doesn't necessarily have to be like, I don't know.
I think that I don't know. Like I said, as far as like the people who just cheat, like, just, you're just the habitual cheater. Like, this is just what you do. I don't know about those people, but as far as like normal people who do relationships and their thing is not to just be a fucking cheater all the time, excuse my language, their thing is not to just be a cheater all the time. That like this is not what they do all the time. Like it just happened. I think that you can love somebody and cheat. Like why not? Like,
but what makes
it just be getting on my nerves right now?
Why
like,
is it so different for someone who just cheats all the time?
Because someone who just cheats all the time just cheats all the time. Like
right,
you just
but
like
that don't
cheating.
mean,
You just can't be
but no,
with
that's
one
not
person.
True. That's not true.
It's absolutely true. They just cheat.
But that doesn't mean that they don't actually love somebody.
I didn't say they don't. I said I don't know if they do.
You said that you can't cheat all the time and actually love somebody.
I didn't say you can't. I said I don't know about those people. I don't know if they can. I don't know if they actually know what love is, because if you're never focused on just one person for long, if it's always just cheat, when are you just fully immersed in this person? Like when you're always immersed in everybody else. Like
when you're not cheating.
But you're always cheating.
If I'm with you all day, right? And I happen to go out on Friday and I cheat, I was with you all week.
And when's the next cheat?
So you can't say that they don't actually like take the time and invest time into somebody.
I cannot.
You can't say that.
When is the next cheat?
It might be sporadic. It don't have to be all the time. The person may cheat Fridays and Saturdays, or
all right, she's not taking it seriously.
No, I
you're
am.
Not taking it seriously.
No, I'm being serious.
There's no way.
No, I'm being serious. Or they may cheat every once in a while.
Why?
But when they do go out, sometimes it could be anything. Sometimes people get drunk and make dumbass decisions. Sometimes
that's
people,
dangerous. That's a different thing. Now,
no, but that's what I'm saying. But that still doesn't mean that they don't care. I feel like all people, even the people who front as if they don't care, I feel like everybody cares.
You feel like everybody cares about?
Yeah, even if they're a piece of shit.
You feel like everybody cares?
I'm not saying about everybody. I'm saying that there is love in everyone's heart. So,
but we're not talking about just general love. Because you might love your mother, but that doesn't mean you love whoever.
No, I'm saying that
you're with. That you keep cheating on.
No, I'm saying that I feel that you can fully be in love with somebody and still cheat. You just,
all the time.
You just have, maybe you have a sex addiction. Maybe it's a sex addiction.
She's not taking it seriously. Okay, anyway, so on to the normal people.
Because I feel like you don't think about... Because those are normal people, though.
That's not normal. That's not normal. That's not normal.
You wouldn't want it to be normal. But it doesn't mean that it's not some people's norm.
But it's not normal. That makes you an abnormal person. Like, why are you always cheating?
Cheating makes you abnormal?
No, to be a cheater, you just always have to cheat.
It's not that you have.
And we know people like this. Like, I know I am close to people that are like this. It's not normal. Like, it absolutely makes you abnormal to just be a habitual cheater.
I don't think so.
Anyway, for the normal people that don't just cheat 24/7, like they just happen to have like a slip up, I think, of course, you can love somebody and things like that happen. I think.
But what's okay?
Like probably will happen if you are gonna be in a long lasting relationship.
So tell me this: what makes you a regular cheater, a normal cheater, and what makes you an abnormal cheater?
Which is which?
You said that
the people
who cheat all the time are not normal, but you have the people that may slip up. So how many times what when you go over how many times makes you make you a abnormal cheater? Because you said
there's an amount of times. It's just if that's just who you are. You just know you're gonna cheat. You're just gonna cheat. There's no reason. You guys are not having a hard time. Nothing happened.
So
just
it doesn't matter how many times. It matters the reason. The reason.
No, it all matters. For instance, I know somebody who was with somebody for a long time, like 10 plus years, and was cheating on this person the entire time. That's not normal. And it wasn't even the same person that they were cheating with. Not that that would make it better, but it was always somebody. So that's
also just
you just shouldn't be with anyone.
So we know that if it's not working, you shouldn't be together.
No, you just shouldn't be with anyone. You just have to cheat all the time.
Because I'm about to action. So even though we know that if things are not going well, y'all should just go your separate ways. 90% of the time, that's not what people do. So, with that being said, if the relationship is not good, you're not getting what you need, and you're constantly telling this person like, hey, this is what I need, and you're not getting it, but you're not leaving, but you're cheating on the side.
That's not what we're talking about, though. You're talking about something totally different. We're not talking about someone who is having a hard time. That's the normal person. Like that's a very common situation.
Is it still considered normal if I'm cheating? If I'm cheating constantly, but that's my situation, is that still considered normal?
Are you just cheating with any and everybody? Do you have did you go and one person that you
what
like?
If
do you have a girlfriend on the side? Like
if I'm looking for something in particular, right? Mm-hmm. That you're not giving me, mm-hmm. and I go out searching for it. I might not get it on the first girl.
So you keep going, girl after girl after girl,
looking for what I'm lacking in my relationship. Yes.
Then something's wrong with you. You should just leave that relationship.
But that's what I was saying. I said that most of the time we know that you should leave, but most of the time people don't. And they stay in these relationships that's going 5, 6, 7, 8, these dead end relationships. And sometimes both of them are cheating. So it's just like it's like, when is there a thin line between it being acceptable?
No, it's never acceptable. No. I am not saying that it's acceptable. The question was, can you love somebody and cheat? Or do you feel like someone can love you and cheat on you? And my answer is yes. I did not say it's okay. I did not say it's acceptable. That's not what I'm saying.
I'm not saying that's my question for you.
I'm not saying it's okay.
Is it because we live in a world where most of the time people, I feel like it is acceptable depending on your circumstance.
Is it acceptable for you?
No.
Okay. So,
but I'm not oblivious to what's happening out here in the world. I feel like it's acceptable when you got money.
Is it very acceptable when the person is not? If the person is not cheating, because you keep talking about this pathological cheater, which I don't know why that's your focal point, but you keep talking about this pathological cheater, this person that just cheats to the point where he's gonna go after girl, just looking for something that you're not getting, that you'll probably never get. If that's not the case with your person and they cheat on you and it's just a one-time thing, or it's more than a one-time thing, but it's just with one person, is that acceptable? If you guys are having a hard time, like if you guys are going through a rough patch.
No.
So cheating is just never acceptable for you. That's a deal breaker.
That's for me.
That's a deal breaker for you.
That's tough because I understand that sometimes it happens. I just don't want it to happen to me. But I understand.
Nobody wants to be cheated on.
I understand. Like, I guess when you grow up and you realize real life, you start to see things differently. So normally it's totally unacceptable. But there are some instances where it may happen. That doesn't make it right, but it may happen. But you have to, like, the only way you can understand this is if you have on your grown pants.
Yeah.
There's no way to understand this if you're not mentally grown.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people are emotionally immature. And this is not to say that you have to accept cheating. That's
Right.
not what I'm saying.
Right. That's not.
You don't have to. That could be, if that's a deal breaker for you, then that's a deal breaker. But I think that as you get older, as you mature, as you go through life, you move through life and you see, just life is hard. Like, it's hard. And at some point, your mind has to grow. You have to open up your mind and realize that shit happens. Like, things may happen. Life in general is hard, and then relationships are hard. So you have life beating you down, and you have this relationship at some point beating you down. Not to bust anybody's bubbles, but if you got parents or aunts and uncles that have been together for like a really long time,
9 times out of 10,
somebody cheated, or maybe they both cheated. Like
9 times out of 10, or
these 20 plus year, 30 plus year, 40 plus year relationships and marriages. Some shit has happened.
Yeah, they had a break in there somewhere where they both was being whores, and they came back together. Did something happen?
Something happened.
You can't be with somebody for 30 years. Well, okay, wait, let's not. Right, that's what I was saying.
The chances are slim. They're very slim.
Yeah, let's not say that you can't, but it's realistically.
Yeah, part of maturing is understanding that if you are gonna be in a long-term marriage or relationship, that something may happen, and it's up to you. You can say, "Yeah, I'm not tolerating this." That's fine.
Either, but when you're in a long-term relationship too, there's going to be times where you guys don't like each other. There's going to be times where you might not really love that person.
You might not like each other for years.
There's going to be those times. And if you're not...
You should always love the person. But I think that in relationships and marriages, people fall in and out of love. Like, I think there's a difference between being in love with someone and just loving them.
That's what I'm talking about.
You should always love the person. But I think that being in love and staying in love for all these years,
for 30 years,
it's in and out. It's an in and out thing.
Yeah.
And liking each other, it's an in and out thing. Like, you may be on the same argument for a whole year straight. Like, y'all may just be in the worst spot for a good year or longer. If you're in a 15-year relationship, 4 of those years may have been terrible.
Yeah. But these are the things that people don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
People don't want to what am I thinking about? People
realize
that too.
Yeah,
or admit
yeah
that this is what has happened or is happening.
Yeah.
So But during those patches, someone might step out.
Yeah.
But then a lot of the times, because you hear when people be like, well, like, not blaming it, but kind of blaming it on their spouse, like, I cheated because of you. That is a thing.
Yeah.
And most people don't want to admit that either.
Yeah.
That's a thing. Because like I was saying earlier, like, there may be something that we've discussed over and over and over, something that I need.
Yeah. But that's where communication comes into play.
If
you're not communicating that, you can't play the blame
That's what
game.
I'm saying.
It's on you.
Right.
Like,
that's where it gets tricky. Because if you're not saying anything, it's one thing. But if you're saying something, and it might not be something that's a deal breaker that will cause you to leave the person, but it just might be something that you're lacking. It might be something that you require or that you do need that adds to something else or whatever the case is. And if I'm telling my partner, like, hey, like, I need more affection, or I need more attention, or whatever it may be. Everybody has their thing that they just need. Like, I don't feel supported, or it could be anything so small, and it could be a situation where you're not even thinking about cheating. But you may have a coworker, because a lot of the times it's usually a coworker. You may have a coworker that is supporting you. Or that is paying attention, or that did notice that you just got your hair done, or your favorite colors must be green because you wear a lot of green. It could be something that small that makes you feel so big to where it's like, someone noticed me, and my spouse at home didn't even notice that. And that may brighten your day, and then it'll turn into something bigger as time go on, and then you may do something that may not even be your character. But it be little situations like that may, cause someone to cheat. That doesn't mean that they don't love their spouse at home.
Right.
That you just slipped up. You just got caught up. Now, when the home is great and you still out there looking for something else, well, just maybe a piece of shit. I don't know. What?
That's what I agree. That's what I call normal cheating. Like, when things are rough and you maybe come in contact with someone else and they make you feel, I don't know, alive in some way, and that your person at home is not doing that, and they haven't been doing that, and you've been communicating that to them. Whatever it is, you can be, whatever it is. Some people are, like she said, like, dissatisfied over something as small as you feel like, oh, they're not paying attention. A lot of times, people are sexually dissatisfied.
That's a tough one.
We it's so crazy. Like, relationships are hard. Y'all really think that, like, the older people that are still together haven't been through some shit? Y'all are crazy. Like, we grow so much as individuals every single day, and we go through so much, and because we're going through so much, that's why we're growing so much, and we're learning more, we're learning ourselves more. Now we have to learn to grow together. Like, some things that I used to like, I may not like anymore, or some things that I didn't like before, I may like that now. Like, so it's just hard, and you have to, like, stay in communication with your partner, and hopefully you guys receive what the other one is saying. A lot of times people don't, and that's when things happen. Like I said, you come in contact with somebody else. Sometimes, like she said, it's at work. It could be anything. You may just, the most random things happen. You could be going through a hard time with your person and just run into an ex. Like, the most random, and it's like a test. Like, and it's up to you whether or not you pass or fail that test.
The crazy thing is, I feel like if in a situation like that, the people who actually fall into that temptation, I feel two ways. I feel like it may feel like, okay, I'm comfortable here. So if I am going to cheat, I'll cheat with somebody I'm comfortable with rather than a new person.
Yeah.
But I feel it's worse to cheat with an ex than someone new.
You feel like it's worse for you to be cheated on with that person's ex, or for you to cheat with an ex? Because
both.
Really?
Both.
Why?
I feel like cheating with an ex,
it's feelings, too many feelings.
Yeah. I feel like cheating should be, and don't get me wrong, because it should be emotionless. It should not be feelings involved. But like even the situation I gave with someone, a coworker or something, somebody at work or something like that. You're around that person every day. If that person is giving you that little tingle that you're not getting at home, you may develop feelings. But that is still technically a new person, so those feelings ain't as far along as maybe an ex would be. So I guess that would still fall under the category of someone new, even though there are some feelings there. But those can easily be disintegrated. But an ex like someone that you loved, someone that like y'all may have not broken up because something was wrong.
Right.
It could have just not been the right time.
You may actually really like this person more than the person you're with now.
Right.
And you know you do. Like y'all vibe. Like.
But that's what I'm saying. So I think an ex, it gets really tricky. It gets dangerous. It gets tricky. And at that point, somebody gotta get hurt.
What?
At that point, it's fair game. At that point, that's crazy.
This just went somewhere totally different. Okay. Have you ever cheated?
Yes, I have. A lot.
You cheated a lot.
Yes, I've cheated a lot. I've cheated all the time.
Why?
I don't know.
So you were the pathological cheater, the habitual
Not necessarily.
Cheater.
I had to be triggered.
So you could just be triggered into cheating. What?
Absolutely. It depends. See, my problem was I dated a lot of whores. And that's a trigger for me. Makes no sense.
So you're triggering yourself because you chose them.
Makes no sense. I know. That's my problem. When you just outside, they be outside.
Who?
The whores.
So you get into relationships with these people.
Sometimes things go too far.
Okay.
Sometimes things go too far.
Okay.
I don't like it. It was never supposed to be that way.
Okay.
But sometimes things get to a point where it's beyond sex and you guys are just vibing. Because whores are fun. So you can vibe with them and have a good time. And then you like, damn, I actually like her. God damn it.
So non-whores can't be fun?
They are. But I didn't really cross paths with too many non-whores. I wasn't really in the places where the good girls were necessarily. I think that was the issue. I wasn't really, when you go to these mixy places and you outside and you in the hoods and you doing like that type of stuff, you gonna attract those type of people. And those type of people are usually whores.
Okay.
Like, for instance, we're married now. She wasn't outside. So, her kind of people.
Was I not outside?
You weren't outside.
I wasn't. What does that mean? When? When was I not outside?
You wasn't out when you were. Okay,
Here's
you
what
wasn't.
happened.
No, you wasn't outside. Like growing up, you wasn't outside. And then when you was outside, you wasn't in the hood. Like,
why would I be in the hood?
but this is my whole. That proves my whole point. If I'm in the hood, and I'm in these mixy spaces, you weren't in these mixy spaces. You weren't in the hood, so your type I didn't run into often because I was in the wrong spaces. You understand?
I do, but I don't. I feel like that's not true.
What's not true?
I feel like you're saying you didn't run into like my type, whatever. That I don't even know what that means because you
saying
thought
like,
I was one type and
I'm saying like
quickly realized
like,
I was not after we got to know each other. I don't know what
like,
that means.
More like
but
someone you will marry, someone you will settle down with,
okay.
like a good girl, a sweet person. Like these are. I'm not saying that the whores weren't sweet or anything like that. I'm just saying that they wasn't like the kind that you take home on Thanksgiving.
Okay. I feel like the reason why I'm saying I feel like what she's saying is not true is because I feel like she was around many different types, but she chose what she chose because she had preconceived notions in her head that she made up about certain people, and she, ended up with the others.
Not true. I didn't cross paths with many. I didn't really cross paths with a lot of them until, especially like growing up and it was a time where I was looking for whores, just whores.
I just think that's what it was.
So but I'm just saying, not all the time was it like that. So, the batch of women that I dated was the cause of my infidelity. What am I supposed to do?
You are the cause of your own infidelity. What are you talking about?
If you can't beat them, you gotta join them.
She chose whores. She chose whores.
No, there was sometimes I did choose whores. I'm not denying that.
Have you ever been cheated on?
Yes.
Did you accept it?
No. Who the hell wants to accept that? No, I didn't accept that. The hell?
How many times have you been cheated on?
Shoot. Twice?
That's not bad. Twice by the same person?
No.
Two different people.
Mm-hmm.
It was 1 and 1? Or was it like what? Because there's different versions of cheating. There's
right,
like,
right. Okay.
I cheated once, but it was an ongoing thing, just with this one person. Or there's like I cheated once, it's a one-off, one time, that's it. Like what type of?
We talk the first person. It was I guess it kept going because after I broke up with her, she ended up with the nigga.
So she was cheating with one person.
She was cheating with one person, and then she wanted to really developing feelings for that person to where it was like, okay, this ain't gonna work. Because if I take you back and I gotta worry about you being a repeat offender, I don't need that on the back of my mind. That's something I can't deal with. So I just dip.
Did you leave immediately?
When I found out, yes and no. I left, but I spent the block a few times. So that's why I say yes and no. No, with that person.
Oh, okay.
So you leave, you initially leave, but you still care. So you spin the block a little bit and see if it could maybe work. But when you realize, like, okay, this is just not going to work, because I don't want to live like this, worried about what you may be doing constantly.
Yeah.
So it's just not for me.
Yeah.
The other person, she was just a cheater all around. She was just a whore. And she just was. And the crazy thing is, she wasn't. The first person was she cheated sexually. The second person was mainly attention-seeking cheating.
So you can't say she was a whore.
No, she was a whore. I don't know. I have no proof that she was actually having sex. She probably was. She was a whore. But I caught her at least 20 times.
20 times is crazy.
At least 20 times texting, sending nudes, emailing, phone calls, pop-ups, every kind of cheating you can think of, she did it. She had the emotionally cheat. She was cheating emotionally. She was probably cheating physically, because she did pop up and went to her ex crib. So 9 times out of 10, they did something. She said she was braiding her hair. Yeah, alright. But these are things that I can't prove, because you can't. I mean, how I'm gonna prove that you went over there and got slayed?
Yeah.
But I know you were there, so that's enough for me. So yeah, we were just cheating on each other. I don't even know what we was doing at that point.
Do you feel like you loved her when you were cheating, and do you feel like either of them loved you when they cheated on you?
The first one, yeah. The second one.
The first one, yeah, you loved her?
The first one.
Oh, you didn't cheat on the first one. She cheated on you.
No, I cheated on her too. I didn't cheat first.
That part out. So.
I didn't cheat first, but yeah.
So when you, all right. So when she cheated on you.
Oh, she cheated twice.
With the same person?
No.
Oh. Wow.
No. She got caught cheating at work on camera by her boss. Well, and that's when I took her back. Because I thought that maybe she wasn't a whore. Maybe it was a slip up, because we was going through stuff. It was, it was a lot going on. We were young as hell, but it was things that was changing. The dynamics of the relationship was happening. So I let that slide. I wrestled with it in the back of my mind, like maybe this is something that I can't do. But then she actually cheated the second time, and I was just like, okay, you are just one of those. Yeah.
So you feel like she loved you when she cheated?
Yeah. I can't say that when you see remorse, because some people are actors, but I know for a fact that she did. The second one, the world may never know. The world may never know. But yeah, that's why I said, like, back then, I was a kid. I wouldn't have never understood. I wouldn't have understood any reason back then that she was gonna give that was gonna tell me anything different other than that she was a whore. Now I know that there are, that these things happen and they can happen. Maybe not in that situation. She still was a whore, but I understand a lot more now than I did before.
So I think that is it for today because we're getting a lot of whores. We don't want to continue down that road. So
sorry, you guys.
We're gonna wrap this up. I think that in conclusion, we both feel like yes, you can love someone and cheat. Yes, someone can love you and be cheated on and cheat on you. And I feel like it just takes emotional maturity to understand that, and that doesn't mean that you have to accept it. You can still feel like, no, I'm done. I'm out. Like,
right.
But to feel like, oh, there's no way you can love me and cheat on me, I think that's kind of crazy. I think that's immature. I really think that's like an immature way of thinking, because people love each other and hurt each other every day. Like, that's like, I'm sure your mother has hurt you in some way, your father has hurt you in some way, your a sibling, aunt and uncle. Do they not love you? No, we love people and we hurt them every single day. So why is loving someone and cheating any different? Like, I think it's an immature way of thinking. I personally feel like, yes, you can love someone and cheat. Yes, someone can love you and cheat on you. Doesn't mean you have to accept it. But is it possible? Yes.
Absolutely.
Does it happen every day?
Yes.
Like,
in all different type of ways.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for tuning into our first episode. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave some comments below. Let us know what you think. If you agree, if you disagree, let us know some of y'all situations. We may piggyback off of some situations if you guys, let us in on maybe some of the things that you guys have been through as far as like relationships and cheating on someone, or maybe being cheated on. Maybe we'll make response videos. But yeah, for now, that is it. And we'll see y'all in the next video. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and of course, again, don't forget to comment.